we have 24/7 coverage. We actually have a staff of real people, 7 of them. For those of you who understand 24/7 coverage, there's a minimum number of people you need. So there are certainly hours where it's quiet and low, but we need to be there for the users. I share that because it's not cheap. And so these are employees, this is expensive. When we talked, once we had tested this, a lot of the conversations became, oh, that's awesome. We should charge for it. It's helpful to the users, people will pay for it. And we got a lot of actually external feedback about that. But what we realized was if we were gonna make ourselves different and we were gonna create a differentiated experience, we needed to make it free. So we dug into the numbers. Ultimately, by offering this service, we see a 30% increase in conversion from the hotel list to the booking confirmation. That's huge for us. Because we're offering something different that no one else can offer, we're growing our business. Not only that, once they've used the product, we see a 47% increase in repeat engagement and then a 34% increase in repeat bookings. Engagement's nice, but it doesn't pay the bills. But a 34% increase in repeat bookings for us is huge. Because not only have we convinced a customer to come with a differentiated experience, we've now retained them. So you can pretty quickly do the math to see that the ROI on this team of 7 people is 3, 4, 5x. It's been an excellent program for us. And I think I share the story because it's a win. It's nice to talk about wins, but I think it's an important lesson for all of us around not worrying about scale. Thinking about how you can do something differently from your competitors. Again, the big companies would say, absolutely, let's charge for this. We'll charge $5 and we'll get this percentage take rate and we can figure out the revenue lines, but you're small. You can think different. You can be more creative and you can really expand your minds around what you can do differently that you don't have to worry about with scale. So we've used it as a way to differentiate our experience and establish our brand. We've used it as a way to grow our repeat customer base. And ultimately, we've got people who are getting Nick Cage posters that they never could get before. And so that's probably a win for the world. My takeaways, and then here's the bottom line. So every story has a silver lining. This was the notification in the app that went after us about 14 months after they launched. They ended up shutting down, pulling it from the App Store. They couldn't figure out how to make it work. It's a nice ending to a really terrifying experience. And when we saw this, we pulled up the email we had sent to the company on the day they launched that said, don't worry, we'll be stronger. We're going to put our heads down and work harder and be smarter, and it'll be fine. And it was funny. It worked out. So it will be okay. Focus on your superpower, know your users, and think about your differentiation.
Okay, hey, Squarespace is amazing. I saw Anthony last week when I was in New York, and Squarespace has a beautiful new headquarters. I'm going to do a book launch party there in July. Look for that. But we build websites all the time here at This Week in Startups and for all of our podcasts, for all of our events. And when we need to pop up these event websites, I just go, hey guys, buy this domain, pop up the website. It's up in an hour or two. I'm sorry, it's up in 10 minutes, but it's designed and fully up with the writing and everything we need to have on it in the same day. To me, that's a revelation because the sites look so beautiful and it costs so little. The tools to build these websites are so easy and it's very intuitive. So when one team member learns how to do it, they literally just lean over and say, hey, click here and here's your login. And the other person's like, yeah, you don't need to tell me. It's obvious. That's how great website building has become thanks to Squarespace. It's the state-of-the-art technology. It's secure. It's stable. It's trusted by millions, including some of the most respected brands in the world, including Launch. They are amazing. I love Squarespace. You can start your free trial today. No credit card is required. That's how confident they are. And you'll get a free domain if you sign up for a year. If you decide to keep your Squarespace, use the offer code TWIST and get 10% off your first purchase. That's right. If you decide to use Squarespace beyond the trial, just use TWIST and you get 10% off your first purchase. You'll get that domain name free as well. It is a fantastic product. If you know anybody in your circle who has to build a website, instead of trying to do this all yourself, just point them to Squarespace and you will not be disappointed.